I'm Giles Barry, the editor of Property Week, and welcome to this CB Richard Ellis Property Week big debate, How Did They Fare? A comparative debate on key international financial centres. Well, the reason for doing this is international markets are very much the flavour of the month. With MIPIM 2 weeks away, we're all thinking about going abroad. There's also a mood of recovery, but there's also an air of disquiet around issues in the Middle East. So we can talk about all these events. The idea is that Peter Domesic, an expert panel who I'll introduce in a minute, and myself will try and paint you a picture first of how 4 key cities, London, New York, Hong Kong and Tokyo, have fared since the trauma of Lehman in September 2008. The picture is a fascinating one, full of contrasts, showing that the global banking crisis was fairly discriminatory in how it affected different parts of the world. The idea is that CBRE's research, our debate, and your Q&A session, which will follow, will be covered over 2 pages in Property Week in a very special edition of the magazine we have out next Friday, March the 4th. This will be the first issue of something called Property Week International, where we will overlay our usual diet of UK news with a global real estate special. So, if I introduce our panellists, first of all, they are Peter Domesic, Head of European Research at CB Richard Ellis, Peter Riley from JP Morgan Asset Management, Sabina Kalyan from CB Richard Ellis Investors, and Simon Martin from Tristan Capital Partners. Once Peter's had his say, we'll be debating amongst us what we think of what he had to say, and then the floor will be open to you to ask your own questions. So to set the scene, over to Peter Domesic.